move by move. So those of you brown belts who are trying to learn Chong Bong 6, this is going to be a great way for you to start memorizing the pattern and the sequence of what we're going to be doing. And for you higher belts who are brown belts, black stripes, and black belts, this is just going to be a good review to make sure you're checking your check boxes on every little detail that we need to do for Chong Bong 6. So you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Straight up, come in. And when we do our chumbi, then remember we're going to spear down and bring our hands crossed. Chumbi. First move, we're going to load with our hands, palm up. Go ahead and load for you guys. They're going to step their left foot off the side and spear. Go. And pull straight back. Notice how Nolan has a straight line from one side of his arm to another. Now, section 1 in Chong Bong 6, we're going to go do the same thing as section 2 times, back and forth. So we're going to set our hands up on our face, we're going to go back leg, front kick, then they're going to turn it in a fighting stance, and I want you guys to freeze in a fighting stance first. So we're ready, go, front kick, freeze. Now from here, we're going to take our front hand. It's going to start down kind of by our hip. Our back hand is going to come up all facing down. Let's do that first for me, guys. We're going to brush out with the left hand, go ahead. And our right hand is actually pushing down, and we're in a fighting stance. Now, the next combination is 4 techniques in 2 different separate move sets. So the first one, we're going to stay in a fighting stance. I'm going to do a mirror image with them. We're going to stay in a fighting stance, and we're going to down block. Go ahead, guys. Notice how we're chambering. We're staying in that stance. We stay in this stance because we want to shift on the reverse punch. Go. So that is one go. Let's go back to our block real quick just to show them. So when I say go, we're going to go block, go. Fighting, trust. Very good. Now we're going to do another go. We're going to break it apart again. We're going to go hook, block, and a hook punch. So this time we're going to be in a half front stance. We're going to shift our hips towards the judges, and we're going to take that left hand and hook block past our hip. Ready, go. Now we're going to bring that hand back up by our face. We're going to stay bent using our hips and our shoulders, shift into a hook punch, still in a half front stance, just shifting our hips when we do it. Go. Very good. Now, the first kicking combination is our round kick, spin back kick. Now, Chong Bong 6 has a lot of spin back kicks. We actually have 6 spin back kicks in Chong Bong 6. So let's think about some of the details that we need to do about on a spin back kick. First, we got to pivot, right? Do we have to pivot on our round kick? We got to pivot on both these kicks. The pivots are the most crucial part of this kick. So, we also have to remember our chamber and recoil positions. So, if Nolan's going to kick me with a round kick, he doesn't want his knee to chamber past me. He wants it to go straight so he can kick through me. So let's do our back leg round kick, guys. Go ahead. Back leg round kick and land, sparring feet. Good. So they land with their feet straight because we know we're going to transition right into a spin back kick. Now, our body is only going to have to turn 180 degrees, halfway to do our spin back kick. The important part, though, is our front foot needs to turn a quarter. If we turn our front foot halfway, then we're starting to lean on the side of our foot to kick. That's bad news. So, when we do our pivot, we're going to pivot, and we're not going to unpivot. Even when we land, our foot is still going to be glued to the ground. Now, when we do our spin back kick, just like we talked about in Chong Bong 3, we're going to turn, chamber, freeze. That allows us to set our hands to make sure we have balance. Then we kick, then we recoil. A lot of times, we see people go turn and chamber, but they do not set their hands. Obviously, we need to protect ourselves first. So let's do our spin back kick, and we're going to go right in that brush block. Go! Pivot, recoil, and brush block. Very good. Notice how both of them have nice straight blocks. Their fingers are tight. Their thumb is tucked in. We don't want to see that thumb on the block. If our thumb's sticking out, there's a better chance we're going to block it. We're going to do this section a little bit faster. It's the same exact pattern we just did. We're going to do a down block in a fighting stance, chain with that back hand, reverse punch front stance. Go! Fighting and front. Good. Now, pattern number 2 is that hook block and punch. Again, staying low, shifting your hip towards the viewing area, shifting your hip towards their target. Go! Hook block, hook punch. And we're going to go a little bit faster in the back of the ground, spin back kick. Hands up and round kick. Go! Spin back kick. And fighting stance. Freeze. Good. The next move, they're going to be catching a kick. So we're going to take our back hand. We're going to set it and open it. Go ahead and open your back hand for me, guys. Your back hand. Very good. Our front hand is going to come up like a palm heel. And we're going to catch that incoming kick. Ready? And go. Good. So if I'm kicking, he's catching. All right? From here, we're going to pull it back slightly and shove it forward like a palm heel strike. Go. Very good. Let's go back. Nolan, go ahead. Back to your load for me, buddy. So if he has my kick, he's pulling back and he is shoving it way out of the bounds. Okay. From here, we want our back elbow extended, and our back arm is making an L, so we have a nice good shape there. Now, we're going to transition to section 2. Our section 2 is going to go forward and then backwards. This isn't going to be repetitive. Now, we're going to put our hands on our face. Let's do that first, guys. We're going to go back leg front kick, but we have a big important trick that we need to remember. We don't want to front kick and land towards where we're kicking, because the next move we're grabbing and wheel kicking. For me to wheel kick from way back here, it's very difficult. What we're going to do is we're going to extend the kick and land shoulder distance. Go ahead and do that for me, please, guys. Front kick, land shoulder distance. Now from here, they're going to grab their target, and now we're not bringing our hand to our foot. We're not slapping our foot. We're going to bring our foot all the way up to our hand, and wheel kicking, they're going to land in a kimase facing towards the mirror. Go. Good. From here, we have an elbow strike with a loud yell. Very nice. Notice how we want our arms and our forearms nice and lined up. They're looking right where they're striking right now. Next move, before they do anything, they're going to turn their head towards the judge. Go ahead and turn your head, guys. As they do that, we're going to extend a supported back fist. Go ahead and do it in freeze for me. As soon as we strike, we're bringing it back. So in fast moves, it's going to look like this. As soon as we retract that, we are going to lift our back leg up. And now it's important that we lift it up to make sure we have enough time to plant it in a straight line. A lot of times people don't lift it high enough, and then they're guessing, and they're landing offline. So, from here, let's do it together. We're lifting, and we're going to go hammer fists. Go. Good. Now, remember, hammer fists are the exact same as a knife hand strike. The only difference is they're fists. Everything else is the same. We want a B with our right arm. We want an L with our left arm. Now, another tricky move. People have a hard time with this next move. They need to get their knife hand strikes all the way around to a person standing in front of them, okay? Now, the trick to this is using your front knee and dropping it. If I try to stay in the stance, I'm pretty limited with my hip motion. So when I drop that knee, it allows me to strike all the way through and then come back. Ready, guys? Ready? Drop and shift and back to a kimase. Now we're going to go towards the back. You're going to step your right foot off the side. We're already loaded for a knife hand strike. So all we have to do is snap to the other way in a fighting stance. Go. Beautiful. Now we have a 3-kick combination. It's a combination that we do in Chong Bong 3. We do in Chong Bong 6. We also do it when they're black stripes in domination. Problem is, when we get to screenings, Chong Bong 5 does 2/3 of the kick combo. So you got to really pay attention when we're screening, right, guys? So Chong Bong 6, we're going to set our hands, and we're going to go back leg front, back leg round, spin back kick. Remember where your hand positions are on all 3 kicks. Remembering the chamber, we got to think about what our foot's doing on the ground, right? We don't pivot on the front kick, but we have to pivot on the round kick. We have to pivot on the side kick. And then we also need to think about the chamber and recoil position for the front, for the round, and when they're spin back kicking, making sure they show that heel. Ready? Go! Front kick, round kick, spin side kick, hands tight, punch them out, yell. Very good. So that was section number 2. We went forward, we went backwards. Now we're going to go on to section number 3 of the form. And just like section number 1, it's a repetitive pattern, right, guys? We're going to go to the left side, and then we're going to go back to the opposite side. Now, the next move, we're going to raise our left knee up, and you're going to chamber your left hand and load your right hand up. Go ahead, guys. From here, you're going to step into a front stance and spear with that front hand. So our fingers are tight. So we just speared them. Now you're going to grab their head and give them a rich hand, similar to Chong Bong 3. Go. Very good. Now, earlier in the form, we talked about how we have 6 spin back kicks. So far, we're halfway there. We've done 3, right, guys? So now the difference in this spin back kick, though, is instead of doing a round kick before it, we're doing a wheel kick. And wheel kicks have a lot more momentum when you're going to kick. So you got to make sure you pause a little bit extra in between. A lot of times I'll see when our advanced belts are trying to do this kick combination, they go too fast and they're out of control. We want to be strong, we want to be stable, we want to be in control, we want to show a detail of the technique. So they're going to put their back hand up by their face first to protect it. We're going to do a back hand lift, and they're going to land with their feet shoulder distance apart. Go ahead, guys. Wheel kick, pop, and land. From here, again, you got to remember, halfway turn with our body, quarter turn with the front foot, spin back kick. The tricky thing, though, is we're going to land in a front stance. However, that does not mean we can go set, chamber kick, and fall. we still have to recoil and then land in the front stance the opposite way. Ready? Spin back and just do a front stance. Go, guys. Back kick and front stance. Awesome. The next move, we're going to do what we call a piston block. Or like a hammer fist out. So we're bringing our hand up high, and you're striking and blocking down with your back hand. All right, guys. Back kick, front hand's going to be chambered tight. Very good. No, let's slide just this way. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Very good. So now we're going to repeat the same section that we just did. We started with a load spear. We're going to load spear going this way. The only difference is we're not going to lift up a knee this time. This time, we're just going to step our feet together. So everybody step your feet together for me. Their left hand comes up to the low position. You're going to open the right hand when you spear into a front stance. Go. So notice, we started with our right foot in front. You're stepping your left foot, but we're stepping our right foot as we strike. So we're not switching our feet. We're just stepping to gain distance. Now we're going to repeat the same pattern. You're going to grab and reach into the face. Go. Very good. The kicking pattern that we just did, we open spin back. This time I want you guys to do it a little bit quicker, but again, make sure when you land in the spin back kick, turn, chamber freeze, kick freeze, recoil freeze, then piston block in the front stance. Go. Heel kick, spin back kick, and piston block. Very good. All right. So we're going to move on to section number 4, which is going to go towards the front. But before we go towards the front, we got to really work on this brush block. A lot of people don't do this right, so I want to make sure we're very particular about the way we do it. What we're going to do, you're going to take your right hand, it's going to stay there. A lot of people, when they do their brush, they think that it's their left hand doing the work. But it's actually the right hand pulling back and using the wrist as leverage with your left hand. So we do that together. Everybody put on the elbow, pull it back to a chamber. Now from here, my left hand doesn't have to do anything. It stays right there as we go to our viewing area, or the judges, and we're support spear. A lot of times, again, this isn't going to do anything. We're rubbing and brushing back. We're spearing into kimase. Go ahead, guys. Good, very good. So this should be in the center of your body because you're hitting someone underneath the throat. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a double spear. And we don't want to see this. We want to see big spear and big spear. Ready, guys? Go. 1, 2. Good. Now let's really sit those kimases. Really drop them. Very good. So let's think about this. He's spearing underneath my throat. I'm not going to get too close because we want to stay careful with that. But he's going to turn and imagine like he's grabbing my hand. Grab that hand. So he's grabbing my hand, right? Now he's going to pull that hand down. When he pulls it down, he's going to bring the other hand on top and elbow with the bottom of his elbow to the back of that person's head. Go ahead, go ahead. Very good. Go ahead. Now grab, pull. Beautiful. Very good. Now, we're going to step our left foot back, feet together first. Everyone just do that for me. Go. We'll do our temple strike. So it's going to start down like our opening bow. We're going to come up the balls of our feet. Temple strike to the head. Notice how it is not close to me. I'm pulling away. Next move, we're going to load for a knife hand strike up, just like in Chong Bong 3. Our hands snap up. Go ahead, guys. Notice your hand that's farthest away from you should be away from you. I'm going to turn real quick so you guys can see. The farthest hand is here. The closest hand is here. Because when we go down with that knife hand strike, we got to flip those wrists, right? We want to snap. If I'm just doing this, I'm swinging my arms. I don't have a lot of power. I'm swinging. Just like when we punch, we don't punch like this. We twist on the punch. We're going to snap the knife hands. And exactly like Chong Bong 3, you're going to stay in that line in kimase stance. Ready? And strike. Very good. We're going to slide our left foot to our right foot. We're going to come up on the balls of our feet. Hammer fist. Go. Very good. Last part of our form. We're almost done. We're going to start with the tornado kick. Now we got to remember, we've gotten better at our tornado kick since we were red belts. So a lot of you guys jump higher, you spin faster. If you're jumping higher, you're spinning faster, that means we need to kick earlier. Because if I do not kick earlier, my kick ends up going over there somewhere. We still want our kick to be centered and forward. So I want you guys to do your tornado kick on your land and shoulder distance, feet, body towards the mirror. Ready? Go. Tornado kick. Boom, freeze. From here, they're going to do a half a turn spin back kick, but it's important that they don't punch right away. Otherwise, our kick looks like this. That just looks like a really bad hook kick. So I want them to make sure they're turning, their stomachs are going to face towards the mirror. We're going to chamber, kick freeze, recoil freeze, and land in stance and punch loud in. Ready? Go. Very good. Step backwards, burrow, ready stance. Spear, and up. Tray up. Konge bow, and back to ready stance. Nice and strong. Very good. That's Chong Bong 6, guys. Thank you.